What's going on YouTube? It's Jay, trucker by day, and I know it's been a while, but we are back at it. We're still driving. We had a little change up, and this video is going to be a review on SuperEgo Holding Trucking Company, which is, for lack of better words, it's a pile of shit. It is probably my worst experience in my career, my 20 years. It was absolutely terrible. The company I was with since I started my YouTube channel for the last 3 years, we decided to part ways, and sometimes it's time to move on and do different things. But yeah, so let's get into SuperEgo. You're going to see a lot of ads for SuperEgo, and you might even get a phone call, and they're gonna promise you the world, and they're gonna tell you all the fun little stuff you want to hear, and it sounds nice, and I can't really fault the recruiter. I mean, that's what they get paid to do, to make you think you're gonna get something going. And oh, this is my new truck. We're going to go over to this company in the next video. This is my newest company. But if you hear that buzzing noise, that's because I'm touching the line. And you don't have to touch it for very long, for about a second, and the thing buzzes at you. Ready? Here, we'll do a demo real quick so you guys can hear. I'm going to hit the right line. Watch this. Listen close and see if you can hear this. There it is. There. It will let you know definitely that you hit something. Yeah, so it doesn't care. It's pretty loud and vocal about it, but that's fine. I shouldn't be hitting the line anyways. I've been driving long enough. But the thing is, so with SuperEgo, so they're based out of Chicago. I think they have a terminal in Jacksonville. I mean, it might work for you. I highly doubt it. I was booking loads, and if you guys are familiar with load rates, you should be around the $2.50 to $3 range to really be really highly profitable and make it worth your time. They were consistently booking me loads for $1.75 a mile, $1.85, and they say no forced dispatch, but I turned down one load. I worked there 2.5 weeks. I turned down one load, and I sat for 2 days. So you tell me, is that no forced dispatch, or is that called, if you disagree with dispatch, you're gonna sit? That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, you can make your own conclusions. And there were positives to the place. I mean, everybody was really nice, but the people in the office, the recruiters, the people that do your paperwork, all these people, they are paid to be polite, to give you this illusion that you're part of a good company, you're gonna make a bunch of money, and you're not gonna have to work that hard. But I can tell you that is not the case 9 times out of 10. Now, you're going to see a few drivers on here, like MacLife's a big one. There's a few big YouTubers on here that have been here for several years, and they claim they make great money, which is possible, because you can't tell me. I've been driving for way too long. All these loads I got for $1.75, that's called your dispatcher does not give a shit what you're doing. If you have a dispatcher that cares about you, they're going to make sure you're profitable. But this wasn't the case. He was a good kid. I'm not going to say his name. That's not really necessary. But, he kept booking me these trash loads. And then one time he got me a load for $2.25, and he said, that's pretty good, Yeah, that's not even the bare minimum I usually, calculate all my earnings on. I go off of $2.50, so it was okay. But after doing 3 loads in a row for $1.75, that $2.25 really meant a little bit of nothing. But we are in, oh, by the way, we are in, where are we at? See, I'm tired. Oh, we're in Oregon. We're right by the town called the Dalles, and we are delivering in Wilsonville, just south of Portland, which we are 82 miles away from, right this very minute. So, okay, back to SuperEgo. I'm sorry I get off track, but it's been a while, and I want to fill you guys in as much as I can in this video. This is my coming back video. So basically, I live in the Idaho area, and they said, okay, a recruiter called me. I liked everything they said. I heard the bad reviews, but if you're like me or a lot of people, you're going to judge it on your own experience. So that's what I did. I said, hey, I'm going to give these guys a shot. I left the other company. I'm going to be taking a pay cut. I am taking a pay cut, which is fine. I mean, life goes on, but it's not major, but I am taking a pay cut. So they say, okay, all you got to do is get to Chicago. If you need a place to stay, we'll get a room, or we got trucks here you can sleep in. There's food around the area you can walk to. You got 1 day of training. You got a two hour like orientation type deal with one of the, I don't know, it's like a spokesman, I guess you could say, for SuperEgo. So he is he's kind of short and to the point. I don't really remember his name, and I don't care to look it up because the company sucks. But it sucks for me. Like I said, it might be good for you. Give him a shot. But here's the thing: I'm broke. When I started, not now, but I was broke. And they're like, oh, okay, fly to Chicago area, and we'll have a shuttle pick you up right away at the plane at the airport, and then we'll bring you in here and we'll get you started. I was like, oh, okay, great, that sounds awesome. Okay, so I did what I had to do, and like a lot of people, I borrowed the money from my family, and I got my flight over there, and I had to leave Rocky behind, so it was not a fun time for me. If you guys don't know, Rocky's my dog. He goes everywhere with me in the truck. He grew up in the truck, and he gets sad when I leave him. So I get over there. I do the 1 day. It's orientation not till the next day. It's super disorganized. The hotel, listen, their version of a hotel is literally, it's not a joke. I thought they were joking. I was like, these guys got a sense of humor when they gave me the keys to the hotel room. Me and another driver, another new guy. You go in there, there's a couch, and usually, sometimes a stained mattress, or that's it. A little fold-out couch and a stained mattress. And no TV, no climate control, no nothing. Just literally an office room that's about 10 by 10 for you and a total stranger to sleep in, and you choose who sleeps on what. So I got lucky. I picked out my truck that day before, so I told the other guy, hey, you have the room to yourself, I'm going to sleep in my truck. So he was cool with that, which obviously, me too. I don't want to, I got nothing against nobody, but I ain't trying to spend the night. I mean, I never met you, I don't know you like that, and especially if you're rude. Which my roommate, he was pretty cool. We went out to eat and stuff. He was cool. But what happened was, so I slept in my truck. I woke up the next day. I did my stupid orientation, and it was stupid. It was technically stupid. It really was. You got the 1 hour one. It's like a video, bull BS. And then the other 2 hour one is, just all shit I've heard. If you've been driving for a while, you've heard all this. But they're going to hook you up with the ELD. They're going to tell you how the fuel works. Oh, get this. A company that is, I don't even know how big now. They're big. SuperEgo Holding is a huge, huge company. They have a ton of trucks. And they have a ton of trucks with different DOTs and different company names and all that jazz. And if you've been around this for a while, that's a red flag. So, this video is going to be a little longer. I'm going to try to get to it and get you guys informed. But my advice would be not go. I can tell you the money I made real quick. I picked out a truck. It was, how do I say this nicely? It was the least piece of shit that I saw on the lot. It was a 2023 International Automatic with a Cummins, 360,000 miles. Somebody beat the shit out of this truck. They never did nothing to it. They said anything you get done to it in there, the shop is free. Once you leave, you got to pay. So all I asked for was an oil change. And they told me, oh, it's not due for an oil change. There's a sticker on it from Love's from 3 months ago and about 50,000 miles. Yeah. And they said no. So I was like, oh, it's been done. Okay, so I checked the oil. There was a date that matched the love sticker on the thing. It was a couple months old. The oil was black. I mean, as midnight, it was black. And I said, listen, this thing needs an oil change. It needs a service. Oh, well, the mechanics will let you know when they're going to service it. So then again, there you go. Now they're treating you like a company driver. First off. So, but let's go over money real quick. I made $650 in my first week, my first check on a Friday, $650. I was like, wow, I made about $10 more than somebody that works at McDonald's full time. Wow. And then my second week, I made $525. So you could imagine why, at that point, I said, I'm gone. I got a salary position now. It's kind of new to me. I'm not a salary guy, but it's been great so far. Everything's been going good. I'm in a 23 Cascadia. It's excellent. I've never been in a Cascadia. It's a 23 with 196,000. But then again, I'm company. I don't care if it's got 1 million miles, because as long as it runs, and I got AC and a few little perks like a microwave, I could drive it no matter what it is. So, yeah, I was so pissed. I was really pissed. Oh, it gets better. I had a $500 or $600 check when I left the company, and they never gave it to me. And every time I call payroll, they tell me, we'll get back to you. That's been a month ago. So, don't expect your last check. Don't expect, a company that huge, 0 fuel discounts. 0. If you're an owner-operator or lease operator, that's very important. They're like, well, you can just buy your own fuel at a cheaper place. Why would... Okay, I guess you could do that, but why? A company that big, in my experience, the only reason they don't get a fuel discount is because they have a problem paying their bills. And a company that big making that much money, I highly doubt they're struggling financially. So chances are they do get a discount. It gets rolled over back into the company. They tell the drivers, oh, sorry, no discounts. So you tell me, do you think that sounds like a good place? Like I said, there's a lot of cool people there. Other drivers, we're all drivers hanging out. But that's just it, just hanging out, not working. Just, and everybody was so negative, and they had a right to be. I didn't think so at first until I started driving. And my dispatcher's like, oh, we got a load that goes, let's see, one of the most ridiculous ones. Oh, we got a load that goes 650 miles, pays $500. You want me to go ahead and grab it? No. How heavy is it? Is it really light? Oh, it's 44,000 pounds. I don't know, man. I was like, no. And he did not like that. He's like, well, you can't we're going to have to get you something. I was like, if you're going to give me something like that, don't even bother calling me. Just give me something that makes sense. That did not make sense to me. So, final review. SuperEgo Holding. You're going to get ads for it. They're going to give you a nice truck. They're going to do everything. Okay, if you're going to go there, listen, you got to really pay attention, man. If you're going to go there and try it out, it's all about the dispatcher. So really, it's a gamble. If you like to gamble with your money and you can afford to do that, like I said, there are drivers that are making a decent wage, $3,000 to $4,000 a week income into their bank account. But if your dispatcher's not on the same page as you and they're not about making you highly profitable, they're going to bankrupt you. So, but I just wanted to give you guys an update. Everything's good. We're going to get back to weekly uploads. I am in Oregon now. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the scene. It's really beautiful through here this time of year. I'm going to go deliver to Coca-Cola and in the Portland area of Oregon. And then I'm going to turn around and pick up in the morning in Portland, going straight back to my house to Nampa, Idaho. So, there it is. Sorry, I swerved a little. It keeps me accountable, definitely. But like I said, sorry this is a longer video. If you want to subscribe. I do trucking content. I do most of that. I think I'm going to do some IRL stuff coming up. And if you don't know what that is, that's going to be like streaming live. Maybe do a grocery haul, maybe do a truck inspection or something like that. But I do have a lot of knowledge, and I would love the support. Like I said, if you want to subscribe or like the video if you found it informing. And honestly, you should like the video if you were planning on going to SuperEgo and my video kept you at home, because I just saved you thousands of dollars and wasted time of your life that you can never get back. So, that being said, love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. I'm gone.